Don't make the common mistake during an election cycle year most Americans make in the real estate transactions and investment strategies. My name is Greg Go with Go Home Partners at Real Broker. I cover the greater Atlanta metro area, and then today we're going to go into 2024 and what is happening in my crystal ball and what I think is going to happen this year. Let's get into it. The biggest common mistake is hitting the pause button during the election cycle year, because leading up to the presidential cycle, coming into August when all the ads start, and all the spam calls get, all the text messages, and all the things that we get bombarded with as Americans during this time frame, leading up to it, the current president of the United States is actually trying to keep the housing market level and calm and chill and all the things. And they've even predicted that we're going to have 3 different rate cuts from the Fed from here to there. And I think you should get in the market during that time. If you're a seller, that's when you're going to have the most people looking for your property. So don't wait. Get your house in the market sooner than later. You won't regret it. Because of the unknownness to which president is actually going to take seat, a lot of people are going to impulsively pause anything real estate. And what I would say leading up to that is an opportunity as a buyer and a seller. There's going to be the most inventory in homes listed from spring to summer, and it's going to taper off. And as a seller, that's where you're going to see the most opportunity to hit the buyer that's going to get you the price that you're willing to sell for your home. Buyers, listen up. This little section is just for you. We're going to talk about interest rates and what we think and what we're seeing is going to happen in the current marketplace here in the greater Atlanta area. So right now, it's the first week of January. Rates are hovering right around the high 6% mark, depending on credit, income, DTI, debt to income ratio, and all the different things. So the Fed says they're going to lower their rates 3 times. What's going to happen is as those rates lower, it's going to allow more buyers to afford more home. And that's what a lot of people paused towards the fall of last year as they started hiking rates really rapidly in succession as well. So, when someone came into the market, they were shopping for a house in the high 5%. Well, all of a sudden, a few months later, they haven't found the house and it's at 8%. They can't afford that same price anymore. So a lot of those buyers took a back seat, and a lot of those buyers are gonna come back to the marketplace. They say every percent that it drops, 5 million more buyers nationally will come back to the market. So buyers, get ahead of the curve. Don't let the election cycle fool you as we move into 2024. Now, if you're a buyer, there's going to be some huge opportunities if you're looking for a deal, because typically during that time frame from August to November, everybody is flooded with all kinds of content about the election. Dirt on this guy, dirt on this guy, dirt on this lady, all the different things. But you might be able to snag the deal that you've always wanted, because a seller may have had a home sitting for longer than they would like, and they're willing to pay a concession or take a lower price. And therefore, you can snag a deal. Because what's happening also is we call it the 5 Ds: death, divorce, debt, downsizing, and dislocation, which means relocation. So any of those things, people are still going to transact and buy and sell real estate. We actually saw that in 2023. A lot of the transactions we had specifically were one of the 5 Ds. So let's talk post-election opportunities. So what a lot of people do during that election cycle, like I said earlier, is they hit the pause button. So what I think is going to happen is this: people press the pause button and they are going to not put their house in the market, and they're going to not buy the house. And as soon as they have a clear-cut direction on who the president is in their next 4 years as an economy and how they're going to handle things, we're going to see an increase in demand, and we're going to see more transactions, aka more competition. Let's talk pricing. So general year in appreciation for your home value is around 6% on an election cycle year. Typically it's around 4%, but because of interest rates and the fact that they are going to lower rates 3 different times over the course of this year, We see it going up around 5%. I think it's going to be slower and then a steady incline as we go throughout the year. As Q1 happens, I think we'll see some increase. Q2, as people start to realize that the opportunity is now to buy a home, we're going to see a lot more people in the marketplace, and therefore those prices will continue to rise. We talked very broad about the greater Atlanta metro area, but let's focus down into the northwest Atlanta area in the suburbs. Let's talk Cobb County and Cherokee County. So if you live into one of these counties, listen up. Here we go. Cobb County is going to be more transactional, in my opinion, because of sheer density. There are a lot more people that live in Cobb County. I think a lot of people that are tired of living in Cobb County and that density are probably going to be moving to Cherokee County. So we're going to see a lot of relocation in Cobb County. And I see in Cherokee County, it's going to be a lot of opportunity as well, as there are more developments getting done. There's some in Holly Springs, in Canton, and even Ball Ground. So as your local real estate expert in the northwest Atlanta area, I would leave you with this. Don't let the common mistakes of the political cycle get you paused up and not doing anything. Take action earlier than later, and then maybe if you are a seller, get back into the game and get it going sooner. Putting a listing together isn't just, hey, I want to list my house tomorrow. It takes a little bit of time. Let me know. It's my specialty. That's what we do. So if you are thinking about buying or selling this year, use us as a resource. If you want to know how much your home is worth, use us as a resource. We have access to the active data, so we can actually put a very accurate price on what your home value is worth and look at how much you owe on your home and figure out how much you actually have in equity. And as always, my name is Greg Goad with Goad Home Partners at Best Life Atlanta. Here at Real Broker, we specialize in listing homes out of the box. We use platforms like YouTube to put your home on the big screen for people to see, showcasing the community, your home, and all the attributes that you have. And if you are a buyer, we have systems in place that can help you get into the home when you want to. So if that was you, check out some of the videos below. We have a full library of all the different towns and counties all across Northwest Atlanta metro area. Until next time, peace. My name is Greg Goad, My name is Greg Goad with Goad Home.